Hello, I'm going to show you how I do my straight eyebrows or fox eyebrows, whatever you want to call them. I'm using my Anastasia dip brow and just the matching brush. I think I'm using the darkest shade, Granite. I think it's black, but I don't remember their whole shade range. So how I start is I just sketch them out with a straight line, how I want them to look. I usually start with one and then I'll do the other one after I've got the main idea of the first one, and then I'll go back and darken them when I think they're perfect. So obviously my hairs don't grow like this naturally. I cut off the ends of them to get that straight and upwards motion. And so you can see in the middle where my real hairs meet what I've drawn on, it kind of has like a black splotch in the middle. That's just because that's where my natural hairs are growing. And so I do my foundation first before I put on my eyebrows. I like to do that because it creates it leaves behind like an oily base that I can wipe away the black splotches from my pomade without it not coming off. And the same with my concealer. I like to just use it to help me get off the black splotches or excess pomade. And so what I also like to do is I'll take a step back from the mirror and I'll look at how it looks from far away, and that'll help me determine how I want the overall shape of my eyebrow to be. So on the second one, this one's always a little bit harder because these hairs never want to agree with me. So I'm spooling them up first and I'm going to sketch out my straight line. I always do the bottom line first. I think it makes it easier for me. And so then I'll start filling it in with my pomade, and then what I'm going to do is I'll see if it matches the other eyebrow, and then I'll darken the tips to give it that like ebony like contrast look. Almost like I want my eyebrow to look like those shading diagrams you have to do in art class, where the beginning is the lightest possible shade and the end is the darkest possible shade. That's how I want my eyebrow to look. So what I noticed here, this is how I've come to learn and know how to do good eyebrows, is it's all about trial and error. You're never gonna get it right on the first try, even though I've been doing my eyebrows since like, what, 7th grade? I don't even know how many years that is, like 7 years. And you'll never get it right on the first try. So you just have to learn like, oh, this eyebrow is thicker than the other eyebrow, so I'm going to tidy up the bottom of this one and make the other one thicker. Or this one's angled a little bit wrong, but nothing that I can't fix, so I'll go back, take some concealer, wipe it off a little bit, and then just change the angle. It's not that hard. It just all comes down to trial and error and practice. These eyebrows, I've tried the skinny eyebrow where you have to pluck your eyebrows. That used to be popular. I also used to be into the Instagram eyebrows. I never really liked the arched eyebrows. I thought it made my face shape look weird, and I've had some of my friends draw them on me, and it made me feel like a completely different person, and it made me feel like I looked weird. So that's when I discovered, what if I just shave this off and draw on my own? And it flattered the way that my forehead looks. It made my eyes look like they were bigger. I don't know. The whole fox eyebrow, straight eyebrow, it's kind of become how I do my makeup and part of my personality, even though it took me a while to find it. I don't usually go with the trends, but I think that's what makes my eyebrow style, I guess, a little bit more unique than regular people's eyebrow, because mine don't really have an arch. And so with this part, I'm finally filling in the beginning. I usually would do that last because I want them to be very light. So honestly, it's just about how hard you push down. You want to be featherweight, very light. And what I also do is I'll dip the excess of the pomade in the top of the lid. I'll wipe it off in the lid and I'll use that as like my little palette, to like a painter's palette, how they wipe all their colors down. That's what I'll use the lid for. And right here is an excellent time to show you how I use my concealer to just wipe off that excess pomade. And honestly, if you've been wanting to try like the fox eyebrow or just shave your eyebrows off to draw on your own, I would say go for it. I usually leave the beginnings of my eyebrows and then do some crazy stuff with the ends of them. I've even drawn them on higher than this, but I think this right here is like the perfect everything for me. And fun fact, originally I started doing my eyebrows like this because I wanted to wing my eyeliner higher, and I thought winged eyeliner that looks like it's about to kiss your eyebrow looked stupid. So that's why I started doing it, and it started looking really good. And so right here I'm using mascara, just regular eyelash mascara, to highlight my real hairs. I like how it makes it look more fluffy and 3D and makes my hairs look thicker, even though I literally just chopped off half of them. So that's it. Thanks for watching.